What's up, man? It's the homie Loyalty. I'm rocking with Wody Woe right now. I figured today would be a dope day to have y'all come and kind of just share this moment. We got the new Now or Never CD out, and I kind of want to show y'all a bunch of songs, just a quick little preview of it. Just because I know y'all know I'm working a lot, but I'm active. And we got a great material, and I love y'all, so I want y'all to rock out with me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all step by step. I'm gonna take y'all through about 5 or 6 songs, let the record play, and I'm gonna kind of tell you why I did what I did, so you kind of you know why I did what I did. But yo, let's check this out.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. No.
The margin for error is so small. I mean, one half a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second.
That most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
I want it. All right, so the reason for that intro, a couple reasons. One, I wanted something that was motivating. I wanted to be epic. I wanted to make a movie. I would hear a lot of people who say, "Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that," but I think a lot of people are motivated by the moment. So not only did I want to encourage myself, but I also wanted to encourage other people that listen to me. They're like, "Yo, get up. Go be active, be aggressive. You have 24 hours in a day. Go do something with yourself." You know what I'm saying? And not saying that people were being lazy, but just kind of putting that out there, like, yo, before you know it, your time's up. So make the best of it. The second thing that I really liked about it was, shout out to all the great motivational speakers, is that as if you listen to the beat later on, it gets very turned up. You get very excited, very hyped. So to all my brothers who like to go to the gym and work out, and definitely get you motivating, and definitely get you in that fight zone. But more importantly, just get your mind right, get your spirit right, get your health, and just get your focus right. And that's something that I too needed myself. So sometimes I listen to it and just remind myself, to keep going and to keep pushing. And
Yo, I'm skating through the game like I skate through life. We done paid that price. We done learned how to live, now we live it to the limit, and we did that twice. Did it all for the fans. Back to back, yeah, shows. So yeah, we hustle hard.
all right, so that record is called "Won't Stop." That's obviously one of my favorite. I mean, the whole album is my favorite, but I really enjoy that joint because I wanted to make I want to make an anthem. I wanted to make something that when I walked through the room, I felt good. Like I felt like I was that guy. But more importantly, man, I really enjoyed the arena sound, and I enjoyed the fact that it was a record that I could play in the radios, and I could, play in the clubs, and it had so much diversity in it, and that it was acceptable. It was like my commercial record. And then here upstate New York, we have the Utica Comets, which is a hockey team, and I just thought it would be really cool because it has that arena sound to it, to like perform it for one of their halftime shows. So I just thought it was cool. It was something diverse. It was something real different, and it was something new to me too because I never did a record like that before. But a lot of people who like play soccer, and a lot of people like when you hear it in these arenas, I had it played one time, and I think it was one of the high schools. They played it in the football arena, and it was just a dope ass anthem. So that's why I did it. I definitely wanted to make a commercial record, but I just wanted one of those proud records to kind of walk into and be like, oh yeah, I'm that guy. And that's actually why it's the first song on the project. So yeah, that's why I did that one. And it's a great commercial record. So your mom can listen to it, and somebody who wants that talk, they can listen to it too. So great diversity.
It's a dark night. I'm back. I got it. And guess what? We taking over. Diamond Productions in the building. Yes, sir. What is it? It's been a while. Just because I'm playing Daddy Diddy, that don't mean I don't do this. Cause I does this. And you love this. Back from the helicrab. All I did in the helicrab. Yeah, what's count from the heligram? Now look at me, the hella man. All black with my shades on. All black with the days on. All black with the chain on my neck. And I wear all day long. Cause I'm in the zone with that blowing cush. Nigga, they should take a look. Living this life and I'm living it right. And I did it one night, nigga, right up blood. Man, I write it down with that pen and pad. Did it, man, I don't need the pad, but with the pen. Me and Jonesy made some hot heads. And now they mad.
All right, so that's a fucking great record. Basically, the reason I did that record too is just because, for a while I was listening to a lot of other people. A lot of people had their opinions on my life, and I didn't really have a say in my life, right? So I was listening to the church people, I was listening to the group home people, and I was just tired of that shit, bro, honestly. And I just was like, man, fuck that. So basically, this is one of those fuck you records. Let me live my life. Let me do what I do. Let me find life myself. Stop telling me what to do and stop being so controlling, and let me breathe. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people out there felt the same way in their own personal lives. So obviously, I had to vent it in some sort of way. So, people can say what they want about the record, but I love the record. It's how I felt. So I stand behind it, and I love it. Another great thing about it was I gave niggas 4 fucking verses. 4 verses. Just because at the time people were only doing 2 verses and a hook. And I just miss the days when we used to just spit bars and go back to back, and now it's just a good beat and a good dance move and maybe a good hook and the song is a hit. I'm not from that era. I mean, I appreciate what they do and I ain't knocking it, but where I'm from, we spit, like, if we rapping, we talking about some real shit. Like, growing up where I grew up, like, music was everything. So bars was like, you had to really come correct with it, and you couldn't just get in with no red hair and no fucking, I don't know what that shit is. But anyway, so this record is kind of like my rebellious record. But more importantly is I'm trying to tell you something. Like, get the fuck off me. Like, let me breathe. Man, let a nigga breathe. So yeah, so that's where that record came in.
They said I'm gonna have you do it till you get it done right. I feel like I'm in midnight shift right now. I told Jade I would give him everything, man. I'm just gonna be as real as you never heard of me. Right now I'm in the lane, I thought my world changed. It came down on me like a hurricane, but nobody ever told want me now. And some people say, hey, don't ever stop. I walk around the city like I own it all. But I don't owe a thing, I'm just showing off. That means I'm going hard, yeah, without a cause. The people in this building think it's Santa Claus. Who do I do this for? Is it for the people that burn or is it me more? Cause I can't face me in the mirror wondering if I'm talking loud or they one day hear me clearer. I'll switch it, I'll fix it to any way to spin it. Now you sitting and listen to everything I'm spitting. Now I'm bad, relaxing and taking from my life, yo. Am I doing the right thing? Or is it like,
Alright, so big shout outs to that record. That's called Where Do I Go, man. Shout outs to Classic. Shout outs to, matter of fact, every time me and Classic or Wind Warrior get together, yo, we make fucking hits. But big shout outs to Classic on that one because, he helped me celebrate that record. But basically, that record was, I didn't know where to go. I did everything on my checklist. And I made all the records that I wanted to make. I came out with the clothing and I was, killing it. And I was confused, I was, not really sure my next step. So we made a record about it. And I knew a lot of people, come to me and they'd be like, yo, Loyalty, how do I even start this shit? So, I knew a lot of people they didn't even know where to go or they didn't even know how to start this shit. So I just felt that this was a record that needed to be made. Plus, it's one of my favorite records to perform. And I love riding through the night. Got the city skylight. Even on like gloomy, rainy days and shit, you just bumping it, you vibing it. It makes me feel like a god. Like I just feel real bulletproof. But I definitely like the record. It's a deep record. It's something serious. And again, shout out to Classic for that. Every time me and him, every time we get together, we make platinum. We don't even make gold. We make platinum music. And shout out to J Dub too, man. He produced this a while ago, and we actually just decided to put it on this project because we wanted to make like the best of Loyalty, kind of the Now or Never CD, which is the best of Loyalty over the years. It's going down. That record, I love that record, especially to perform it with the sound of music, the loud, the speakers, and you got your niggas with you, and we just mobbing out in this bitch. It feels real good. Oh, all right. So look, so this next record, I'm gonna talk and then let you listen. Yo, it's called Too Turned Up. Basically, my niggas and I love to get turned up. We love to drink. We love to party. We love to live that life. And I ain't gonna stop that shit ever. But my niggas was like, yo, we need that turn up record. And I was like, yeah. And it was the only record actually I didn't have at the time was a turn up record. I had all these other deep, emotional girls. I had all the records that I needed. And I was like, I do need that record. When I walk into the club, I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. Or even just a record when you and your people's about to get lit, y'all drinking, y'all buzz, y'all had about 9 different four locals. But yo, by the way, them gold four locals is something real. I don't know how much percentage is in them shits, but I had about 1.5. And I might be a lightweight, but that 1.5 about knocked my ass out. So so the record's called Too Turned Up and it's fire. So we're gonna let y'all rock out with it for a minute.
Yeah. Well, that cut shot, I'm ready to put my fingers in the kitchen. I'm trying to get lit tonight, you. How many bodies we got on this bitch? Oh yeah. Somebody gonna get in my car. Somebody get bodies. So drunk, I don't know I'm laying. But I let the bottle let me know I'm paying. I really get gives a fuck, okay what I'm saying. Give me way more shots. Got my niggas here and they all gon' watch. Got my shades on in the dark time, nigga. Don't see now, I'm the man on the block. And my wrist stay right.
Alright, so 2 Turned Up, y'all. That record clear is what it is, man. We needed one of those. Alright, so listen, last but not least, this next record I'm about to show you, March 28th. We're shooting a video for it. Shout outs to Laf, the Lens God, Shadow, whatever you know him by. Shout outs to the people who are making this, the Yellow House team. This is going to be a fucking movie. This is one of the deepest and best records I think I've actually ever wrote. I mean, there's a couple that can compete to it, but it's a dope record. It's called Who Do You Believe In? It's very deep. It's very emotional. And I was just inspired by, I've been watching the 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm just inspired by his story, actually. And I actually ended up watching the movie and studying the movie, and I took some notes and shit like that. So we're not going to copy it, but we will make it sort of in that sort of format. I do got a beautiful girl who actually who does videos, and she's awesome. She's gonna be my lead girl in this. She's a very grown and sexy look. But it's hot. This record's very deep. It's very emotional, and yeah, I'm gonna let y'all rock with it.
Turned left when I needed them. Understand I was feeding them. Understand I was greeting them. I was shaking hands, I believed in them, but it's not the same. I'm changing, babe. Just know I need you, in the worst way. Deep down, I doubt inside. 2 guys that right inside. I'm contemplating on homicide. There's 5 guys that are dying inside, so I got a team. The circle's getting smaller. Just know my vision and my dream is getting taller, and that means there's more of me, than more of me. On these late nights and these sessions, baby, I'm used to getting these orgies. I'm freaking out, I'm lost in this maze. Just know this purple cushion buildings in my way. And I'm breathing, baby, let me breathe. Yeah, I believe my dream, do the things to what I said. And I got a dream, it's cause I ride the beam. Only cause of the Father, Mr. King.
You do not have to believe that I have what it takes to fight for this thing that I love. If you feel how I do, if you do not believe in me and there ain't no way, then would you please stay what you believe in? Can you tell me what you believe in?
This is emasculated.
That I can't sleep, so I check my Facebook, then I take a look, then I make a book about who's rocking with me, who really cares, and who's rocking with me, who's never there, and so I own the game and I got the ball, and I got it. I make a circle, I keep it small, and I'm standing here, but I'm super tall, and I'm a businessman, I want it all, and I just wanna be what I go through. You'll never know my feelings cause I'll never show you. So I keep to myself. Thoughts from that belt. My heart will fucking melt. Bitch, you'll never know what I'm feeling. Cause if you knew my nigga right now, you'd be kneeling. It would drive you to your knees.
So, on that note, Who Do You Believe In? March 28th. Make sure you guys tune in, watch it. This whole YouTube video thing, I'm getting used to it. I don't really know too much about it. So forgive me, work with me. In time, we will grow. I promise you. The new album, Now or Never, there's 18 songs on it. I made you a movie, okay? A movie. And guess what? It's all free. You can have it for free. You can tell your friends. You can have it as your ringtone. Whatever you want to do with it, it's yours. Those 5, 6 little records that I showed you is nothing compared to the whole project. All right. We also got the clothing line. Loyalties Nation is the main brand. Me and my man Woody Woe. You know my protege. Chad. That's my dog. He's like my right hand, my little brother. Yo, level up. We're coming up with level up gear in the month of March. Nothing but level up. And you know what? Apply it to your life. Apply it to yourself. And just get your people involved in it. I love you guys more than any word, any song that I can make. Like I said, bear with me. Work with me in this whole YouTube. I did this video because I felt like you guys needed more of a connection with me. I do work 2 full-time jobs, so I'm trying my best. But I love you, and that's why I'm doing this. I'm spending time. I'm trying to, figure this whole thing out. So bear with me. Be patient. If you got suggestions, let me know. I'll work with you. Shout out to all the kids that are graduating in the Rome BOCES. I'm also a motivational speaker, so that's really, really cool. I love every one of you guys too, and shout out to everybody who just passed their driver's test. I know it's summertime. We all trying to level up. So on that note, I'm going to get back to business. But I shared this with you. Download the album Now or Never. ReverbNation.com/LoyaltiesNation. It's all one word. Facebook.com/LoyaltiesNation. I love y'all. Who do you believe in? March 28th. Make sure you guys check it out. And we're going to make history together. I promise you. I love y'all. Salute.